Hey, this is Jay from Fresh Vintage. First cold day of the year, and guess what? My battery's dead. So we're going to replace the battery here in the parking lot because they have a car charge, and I don't feel like bringing it back. So we're going to show you how to take the battery out. For example, this is a 2016 Subaru Forester. First thing you want to start with is the I'm going to take the bracket off. So this one is a through socket. You want to get one of those to make sure, I'm wearing gloves to make sure I don't cross anything, the positive over to a negative, so you don't want to do that. We got it loose enough that you can do it by hand. So we'll take this side off. And that thing almost catapulted it, so.
I'm holding this because this is the part where I normally drop this down into the car.
This one's a little troublesome. It's pretty deep, but I'm having to hold my finger on the socket so it'll go backwards so I can loosen it. I was able to get it loose enough with the through socket that I could get a deep well on it. This thing is really long, so it's been a little bit more of a hassle than it should be, but such is life. And I'm holding the bracket up to keep tension on it, so the nut will stay a little bit tight while you're spinning the socket. Make sure nothing hits the positive battery post, or you're going to have a little excitement here. Now it's just hand tight, so I just pull it off. There. Alright, we got the bracket off, and always take the negative cable off first and install the negative cable last. Just remember that when you're taking a battery out. Now, normally you'd want to put a memory saver in the car. This time we do not have one, so we're just going to go without. So keep that in mind. Negative cable off. Maybe a little bit more. Positive post off. Now I'm going to take the bracket out. And, okay, it has some handy little handles here. And there's a cover. We'll reuse that. We're going to put this back in the, whatever you call it.
Almost like an insulator tray of sorts.
Yeah. I'll probably do it in the car. Put the tray in. Okay. These things are always tricky. Alright, somehow this tray thing comes off. Yep. And I'm going to put this on, and I'm going to start the nut. So it's always a good idea to leave the caps on the post, so you don't accidentally touch anything like this bracket to it. So I'm spinning this down by hand just to pull the little post tight so it doesn't come out of its little mount. Alright, I went a little too tight, but get this flush and even. Be able to put this post through. Start this nut. And of course it came out. So you got to reposition it. There we go. It's got to be tight enough so the hook doesn't fall through the hole at the bottom. It helps to pull it tight by hand. You want it snug and then kind of alternate. Go over on this side. Get it snug, no reason to over tighten it. And that loosened up this side a little bit, so you want to snug this down. Snug it up a little bit. We're good. So we've got everything snug. Take this little post cover off. If not, you're not going to have connection. Don't make that mistake. And drop it down. Hand tighten it just a little bit, just to help you out. This isn't a perfect fit. I should have used a wrench, but that's all we got right now. It's snug. Take the cover off. There we go. Put the negative on. And tighten her up. Snug, 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 snug. We have power, folks. We're ready for winter. Thanks for watching Fresh Vintage. Make sure you subscribe for more helpful tips. I'm going to go inside and get warm.